Welcome to the Tech Optimist, brought to you by Alumni Ventures. This is the show where we explore the ideas, innovations, and bold thinkers shaping the future of technology and how it's transforming the way we live, work, and thrive. Whether you're a founder, an investor, or someone who's just passionate about the future, this is your front row seat to the most exciting trends and conversations in the world of innovation. So, grab your headphones, open your mind, and let's get started. Welcome aboard.
Companies on Coldcart's platform are able to reduce cost per shipment by 15 to 50%.
That is Jason Park, co-founder and CEO of Coldcart.
And are able to reduce refundable late shipments, i.e. spoilage, by 40 to 60% right out of the gate.
Our AV host today is going to be Jason Bird, an associate here within the walls of Alumni Ventures. One of the most significant challenges is the ever-present risk of spoilage. In fact, Inbound Logistics reports that about 1/3 of all food products are lost or wasted during the supply chain process. And that's me. My name is Samantha Herrick. I'm the guide for this show. You'll be hearing quite a lot from me today. Got some really cool notes to share. Today, we're diving into Coldcart, a Chicago-based startup that's turning the frozen and refrigerated parcel logistics world on its head. Founded in 2021 by our guest, Jason Park, who also scaled Allstate's identity protection, and Matt Salzberg, the founder of Blue Apron. Coldcart combines technology with strategy to optimize the cold chain process. Now, what makes Coldcart a game changer? Their orchestration platform automates decisions for routing, packaging, shipping, while also factoring in cost, weather, and carrier availability in real time. With a network of 15 fulfillment centers and numerous delivery carriers across the US, they ensure perishable goods reach consumers on time and, more importantly, in perfect condition. The results? Businesses using Coldcart see up to 50% reductions in logistics costs and a 60% drop in refund claims from spoiled shipments. Plus, Coldcart's system integrates with platforms like Shopify, WooCommerce, and Salesforce, making it incredibly easy to implement for any companies that are interested. Backed by $6.5 million in seed funding led by Collide Capital, Coldcart initially targeted direct-to-consumer food and beverage companies, but is now making inroads into the pharmaceutical sector. Using an asset-light model, they partner with logistics providers instead of owning facilities, giving them the agility to tackle the unique challenges of cold chain shipping. Whether it's time sensitivity, temperature control, or minimizing spoilage risks, Coldcart is solving problems that have plagued perishable logistics for years. So, stay tuned as we discuss how they're reshaping the industry with their innovative approach. We got an ad and a disclaimer. So, you know what to do. Sit tight, and we'll be right back.
Looking to invest in the next big thing? Alumni Ventures Seed Fund offers you access to dozens of high-potential startups at their earliest stages. These ventures are pioneering innovations across industries like biotech, AI, and energy. With strong lead investors and a focus on creating value, our seed fund gives you a front-row seat to the future of innovation. Don't miss out on the opportunity to be part of the next wave of breakthrough startups. Visit av.vc/seed to learn more.
As a reminder, the Tech Optimist podcast is for the informational purposes only. It is not personalized advice, and it is not an offer to buy or sell securities. For additional important details, please see the text description accompanying this episode.
Welcome to the Tech Optimist podcast. I'm Jason Bird, associate on the seed fund here at Alumni Ventures, and I'm here with Jason Park, the CEO of Coldcart. So let's jump right in. Would love it if you could just kick us off with a quick elevator pitch on the company.
Yeah, so my company, Coldcart, is the first end-to-end technology platform for perishable parcel logistics. So, think companies in eCommerce, industrials, pharma, and then also third-party warehouses who ship these products for them. And with perishable parcels, the big issue is that they spoil in transit. And so as a result, they require highly customized handling on every individual shipment, which is the 180-degree opposite of traditional operations, which is all about standardization and centralization. And so as a result, traditional supply chain software actually makes you less efficient in perishable parcel logistics. And there hasn't been anything targeted to perishable logistics before. And so for that reason, even at a relatively early stage, companies on Coldcart's platform are able to reduce cost per shipment by 15 to 50% and are able to reduce refundable late shipments, i.e. spoilage, by 40 to 60% right out of the gate. I think that just shows you the magnitude of how underserved this market's been from a technology perspective.
In the fast-paced world of e-commerce, managing perishable goods requires precision, intelligence, and adaptability. Enter Coldcart, the startup today and a company who is redefining perishable fulfillment with cutting-edge technology. At the heart of Coldcart's innovation is its proprietary software, giving businesses total control from the moment of an order is placed to its delivery at the customer's doorstep. The platform offers shipment-level optimization, integrating routing, pack-out, and even weather-based rules to ensure products arrive fresh and on time. One standout feature is its real-time operations intelligence. This includes live order tracking, inventory, and lot code monitoring, and on-time delivery dashboard. For businesses juggling multiple carriers, Coldcart simplifies it all, managing shipment labels, pick lists, and even automated vendor communications through a single user-friendly portal. Now, their tech doesn't stop at logistics, though. It drives efficiency with tools like cost analytics, live inventory tracking, and even customizable routing logic. Whether you're managing first-party or third-party providers, Coldcart optimizes every step of the process, helping businesses scale while maintaining quality. With Coldcart, it's not just about delivering products, it's about delivering confidence.
Absolutely. Can you talk a little bit about how your company is on trend with current market developments?
Yeah, so the cold chain supply chain problem and perishable parcels as part of that is bigger than it's ever been before. And last year there were 3 billion perishable parcels delivered just in the US, and that number is at the same pace, if it sustains the same pace, will grow to 10 billion by 10 years from now. And at the same time, you look on the supply side and, commercial cold storage capacity in the US has been increasing 30% year over year for the past 5 years. And that means a lot more empty space and a lot bigger need for perishable parcel fulfillment to fill that gap or fill that space. And I think look no further than, what was the biggest IPO in 2024? It was Lineage Logistics, who was a global cold storage provider in this ecosystem. And the problem's just getting bigger and bigger every year. And the tailwinds are really such that all these billions of shipments are shipped really inefficiently, frankly. And so that number is just growing till we do something about it.
Supply chains are already intricate systems, but when it comes to shipping perishable goods, the complexity skyrockets. Perishable parcel logistics demand a specialized approach, tackling unique challenges that go far beyond traditional shipping methods. Let's break it down. Time is the enemy when it comes to perishable goods. With every hour in transit, these products lose viability, whether it's fresh produce or life-saving medications. As highlighted by OC Log, ensuring that these goods reach their destination quickly and in perfect condition requires faster and more precise logistics compared to standard shipping. Temperature control is another make or break factor. From farm to table or lab to clinic, perishable goods must stay within strict temperature ranges. According to Lotus Containers, this involves using specialized equipment like refrigerated trucks or cold storage units. But the real challenge often arises during transitions, such as moving products from planes to trucks. Any deviation from the required temperature can compromise an entire shipment. The packaging is just as critical. Forget your typical cardboard box. Shipping perishables often involves expensive materials like cold packs, dry ice, or insulated containers. OC-Log again notes that while these materials protect product quality, they also increase costs and add logistical complexity. Then there's the crazy web of regulations. Food Dive points out that perishable goods, especially food and pharmaceuticals, face strict and often changing regulatory requirements. Cross-border trade adds even more layers of complexity, requiring compliance with packaging, labeling, and transit standards that can vary from one region to another. One of the most significant challenges is the ever-present risk of spoilage. In fact, Inbound Logistics reports that about 1/3 of all food products are lost or wasted during the supply chain process. This necessitates real-time monitoring to catch issues like equipment malfunctions before they escalate. A delay on even a few hours could render an entire shipment useless. Fortunately, technology is stepping up to mitigate these challenges. IoT sensors, cloud-enabled temperature loggers, and advanced analytics are becoming essential tools for perishable logistics. These technologies allow for real-time monitoring, faster issue resolution, and compliance tracking, as highlighted by Lotus Containers and Food Dive. Unlike traditional supply chains, where the focus is often on cost reduction and standardization, perishable parcel logistics require speed, precision, and adaptability. It's a high-stakes game where every step counts and innovation is key to success. Later on in the episode, we're going to discuss how Coldcart is innovating in this space, and Jason is going to share some insights from his industry and from his company. Stay tuned. All right, we're going to take a second for an ad, and we will be right back. So hang tight.
Do you have a venture capital portfolio of cutting-edge startups? Without one, you could be missing out on enormous value creation and a more diversified personal portfolio. Alumni Ventures, ranked a top 20 VC firm by CB Insights, is the leading VC firm for individual investors. Believe in investing in innovation? Visit av.vc/foundation to get started.
We'd love to hear what is something unusual or surprising about your company that maybe people wouldn't expect?
So we're often told that we are, I guess, quote, unusually mature for a company of our stage. And that's not necessarily a compliment. That's just a kind of objective statement of what people, I'm not trying to, that's not sort of a pat on the back kind of statement, but I think what they're referring to is kind of the level of internal processes we have, as well as the kind of level of scalability and security of our technology and infrastructure. And, practically, we are every bit as enterprise grade, so to speak, as a much larger company, while still being flexible and agile like an early stage company. And this was by necessity that we had to evolve this way, because our business requires us to replace one of the most mission critical processes for our customers, as well as the 3PLs on our platform, which, sensitive packages, shipping to your end customer, literally touching every one of your end customers. And so the bar is very high to earn that level of trust. And so from day one, we had to be able to stand up to any procurement process or any IT audit or any kind of enterprise level scrutiny. And so, I think what we often hear from people, whether they're, joining from other startups or as people get to know us, is sort of like, this feels like a bigger company than it is, and that, or than, relative to your stage, just because we've had to evolve that way by necessity.
So now we're going to answer some burning questions that you still might have about Coldcart. So let's start with the big one. How is Coldcart different from a traditional 3PL? Unlike traditional 3PLs, Coldcart doesn't own or operate physical facilities. Instead, they leverage a robust network of fulfillment partners and carriers tailored for perishable goods. What really sets them apart is their powerful routing and optimization technology, which goes beyond the basics to provide customized delivery solutions. Another frequent question is about carrier flexibility. So Coldcart works with a vast array of national and regional last mile carriers. Plus, if your preferred carrier isn't part of their network yet, chances are it'll be added soon. Integration is seamless too. Coldcart supports platforms like Shopify, Salesforce, and WooCommerce, like we had mentioned earlier, and even offers a public API for custom systems. In fact, you can start using your routing and packaging optimization tools in just a day, with full network integration taking only 1 to 2 weeks. Coldcart clients love the flexibility. Whether you prefer using their competitive shipping rates or sticking with their own, the platform adapts to your needs. And if you're already working with trusted 3PLs or handling fulfillment in-house, there's no need to switch. So Coldcart enhances your operations without disruption. So if you want to learn more about Coldcart's network, cost savings, or how they cover 98% of the US with 2-day shipping, reach out to them or check out their website.
What is your primary ask or need at the moment? Or how can the Alumni Ventures community help you in the business?
Yeah, so we were just talking about how there were 3 billion perishable parcels shipped in the US last year, which means that every American on average has received at least 10 packages with ice and insulation in them. Could be food, could be medication. And it's common enough that we don't even notice it. I hear that from friends all the time who are like, learn about what I do every day. And they're sort of like, oh, I never thought about that. And so anytime anyone receives a box with ice or insulation in it, take note of who it is and would love to hear who shipped that to you, because there are thousands of companies with these products, and we are literally learning about new companies every week. And often they're a lot bigger than, maybe we anticipated or would have thought just from looking at their website, et cetera. So please, the door is wide open. Any names of, brands or 3PLs who are shipping this product to you, we'd love to hear about it.
Awesome. I appreciate that. Well, that concludes the interview for today. Jason, it was a pleasure having you on. Always a pleasure talking to you and learning more about the business. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Jason.
Thanks again for tuning into the Tech Optimist. If you enjoyed this episode, we'd really appreciate it if you'd give us a rating on whichever podcast app you're using, and remember to subscribe to keep up with each episode. The Tech Optimist welcomes any questions, comments, or segment suggestions. So please email us at info@techoptimist.vc with any of those, and be sure to visit our website at av.vc. As always, keep building.